Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those of you who are new to the Freedom Income YouTube channel. So this video I wanted to just show you guys a few useful indicators or ideal useful indicators which you can use on the TradingView platform. So if you're with TradingView, there are packages, just I think a Pro package which allows 5 indicators is enough, but if you want extra sufficiency, Pro Plus is definitely enough with 10 indicators. In trading, you really don't need to use more than 10 indicators at one given time. Indicators are just there to acting as an indication of things, giving you alerts or giving you signals. Right? That's what they are for. At the end of the day, you kind of need to understand which way is trending. Follow the trend, trade with the trend, and key support, resistance, structure, and all. Anyway, but especially as a beginner trader or novice or newish trader, I think the right indicators can be very, very useful, especially if you use them correctly. If you use indicators that combine well together instead of indicators which don't work well together. So I'm just going to show you on a few of the indicators with this Tesla chart. So some of the good ones. If you're a band person, if you like trading bands within a band, right? A few good ones. I mean, obviously you got your Bollinger Band, which is typical Bollinger Band, overbought, oversold, and a moving average 20 in the middle. But it doesn't really work as well as some other band indicators. I want to show you this first because this is a common one which a lot of people know. Because look, right, basically it shows when it's on the bottom, it shows it's oversold. But when is it oversold? When do you catch the reversal, right? Because it just kind of stretches with it. A good strategy for Bollinger Band is especially for Tesla, is when it squeezes like this, right? A Bollinger Band squeeze, very, very small squeeze, right? Unless if there's bad news, but something like Tesla is bound to shoot, right? A few times I caught the Tesla because of the Bollinger Band squeeze and going long. So that's a pretty good one. Well, it's okay. I mean, I don't personally use Bollinger Bands that much, but it can work. So that's one of them. Another one is Ichimoku Ema Band. So Ichimoku Ema Bands. This one here. So that one is another band indicator, which again, it works a little bit better on the shorter time frames, as you can see here. Shorter time frame, if you go shorter time frame, you can use it for scalping, almost oversold here, overbought on the bottom, on the top. You could try that. And what other bands? So there's also TMA, which is quite a nice band. TMA band, if you just type it in there, this one here, right? So that's quite a nice one, overbought, oversold, and this is better in the sense because I think it's better. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better than the Bollinger Band, for example. I'll show you a few, and you guys decide what you want to use. Another band would be LRCSH, linear regression. Again, this band I think is a little bit better because it doesn't follow the price, and once the price enters back inside, the band is bound to come back, usually comes to the middle bit or even more. So for example, let's just go back a little bit. In fact, this one maybe go to a higher time frame, like 1 hour. So here, look, the band goes out, comes back in, and it drops. All of this you wouldn't be going because it didn't come back in yet. Look, this is still all outside the band, but look, once it comes back in the band, it will go rise. So this is quite good. This is not back in, right? And this only arguably just came back in. So it's a pretty decent band. You can do it on all time frames as well. When it goes out, once it comes back in. But again, you want to go with the trend because this again is a trend band, right? This is Tesla. Don't forget, Tesla don't usually drop below this middle band if you look at it. Right, so this is Tesla. You want to go along with it, with this, right? So this is another band indicator for you guys to check out. And another good one is not exactly a band, but is a channel, which is quite good. Logarithmic trend line. This is actually not a very popular indicator. It's very unpopular, but I quite like it. It's really good. Look at it. So when it touches the top, comes to the middle one acts as support resistance, top one resistance, bottom one support. I mean, it works on every instrument, to be honest. Look, touches the top, comes back to the middle, touches the top, back to the middle, back to the middle, middle holds, goes down, middle holds, goes to the top, comes to the middle, doesn't hold, goes to the bottom, bottom holds, bottom holds, bottom holds. It's not just Tesla. I mean, this one, this is daily, right? This works on like a lot. I mean, sure, sometimes it can shoot outside it, but it cannot shoot that much outside it before it comes back. And the middle tends to hold, and the bottom tends to hold. And you know, I'm not even. I mean, I'm just picking random stocks here. Again, so you look, it shoots out a little bit, but comes back. Middle holds, middle holds, middle holds, right? And the bottom tends to hold. I mean, I'm just, you know, even penny stocks. If you look at some of them. So this one here, sure, has gone out, but it's come back again. Top hits the top, comes back. Middle bit kind of holds, right? So this is a really good one. Logarithmic trend line. That's a really good one. So let's move on. So next one, what's next here? Let's quit that. Next one, overbought, oversold on your bottom oscillators or sort of indicators, right? So again, let's go to Tesla. Overbought, oversold. Of course, you have your RSI. Relative strength index, really good. I'm just gonna go through this quick because I don't want to make it like a 1 hour video. So here RSI, right? RSI, personally, I like trading it. So the default is 70-30. So 70, anything above 70, see this shaded area, anything above that is overbought, anywhere below that is oversold. I personally find, especially a really bullish instrument, 70, it's not going to work, right? Keep it on 80 and maybe 20 for the oversold. 80-20, it just works better. Usually I like to also add a 50 to it. You can add a 50 level. Right, there's a bit that you can do it. Well, I won't do it with this one. There's another indicator I'll show you which I prefer more than the RSI, and it lets you do it. Anyway, basically it's quite good to have a 50 because 50, you know, from 50 it either ticks off up the way or down the way. So RSI, see, look, whenever it hits 80, this is above 80. Look what happens. Price corrects, right? This is daily, right? Again here 80 right there, right? And price will consolidate again here 82, 84 something, and it corrects, right? So overbought. When it's overbought, don't buy it. Don't buy something when RSI is more than 80, especially if it's 85 or 90 plus. Just don't buy it. Don't chase it. Wait for a correction and then buy it. That's for a bullish stock anyway, same the other way. So that's RSI. And then we got Stochastic, which is another good one. You can use both together, to be honest. Stochastic and RSI used in combination is better. Again, so you got a overbought, oversold. When the blue line crosses the red line on the way up, that's bullishness. And then the vice versa, blue line crosses below is bearishness, right? So you wanna, what you want to do with the Stochastic is, no, we don't want that, sorry. So that stupid tree thing. I wanted to go to settings, to be honest, but that's fine. So Stochastic, again, you want to change the settings. So instead of 89, maybe change it to 90 or at least 85 and 15, because Stochastic, again, it's just not enough. You know, you need 85 or 15 or even 90-10, you know, to be better. So that's that one. And then we have Williams percentage, which is quite a good one, especially for Forex trading. Again, you go here. Williams percentage, this one here. Again, that's sort of your overbought, oversold zone. So if it's overbought or oversold, you know, so that's above that's overbought, or below that's oversold, you know, and then it moves a little bit faster than like the Stochastic and RSI. You know, this RSI might be in the middle when this already on the top. So it works a little different. I'm not going into detail. I'm just telling you what I'm just basically showing you some really good indicators. You can look into the details yourself. So that's quite a good one. So let's get rid of that. So next one we have, what do we have next? We have here. So if you go here, we have Divergence Indicator, which I like, which is the one I said earlier I was going to show you. Divergence Indicator is basically just the RSI. Again, change it to 80-20, but I won't change it now to save time, right? So it's the same as RSI. It gives you the exact same information. This is just the RSI line, relative strength index. The only thing that it picks out those divergences, which is really good. So look, you got a lower low here on that. Even you got a higher high on the price, but on the RSI you got a lower low, which means it's a divergent. But but don't take it like take every divergence seriously. Try to take the divergence on the longer time frames and take them when it's at overbought levels. So when you get a big deep bearish divergence on an overbought level, then the correction is more likely than say if you're using them on 5 minutes somewhere in the middle, right? So that's the divergence one, which is really good. And then we got some trend indicators. Now, if you want to follow the trend or something, right, you got half trend. This is quite a nice indicator. Basically, it gives you a blue arrow. When the blue arrow comes out, it's telling you to buy. And you basically, like for example here, you just follow the dots all the way up. It's a bit almost like your parabolic SAR actually, but yes, it's called half trend, which is quite good. Parabolic SAR, similar idea. In fact, I'll just show you the parabolic SAR. So a parabolic SAR here, yeah, so it's basically a similar idea. If it's under, it's bullish. If it's over, it's bearish. But again, a lot of these indicators are lagging indicators, so you kind of need trading skills and other things in addition to just following them blindly. But they do give you an indication, especially as a beginner trader. They definitely can aid your trading. So the next we have trend, we have something called the super trend, which is a really good one actually. Super trend, so basically it's got buy and sell signals, and then it's got almost your dynamic support stop loss, if you like. So if you took a position here or anywhere here, just below this green line is where your stop loss would be, and you carry it, and when the sell comes, you close your position. But you might not want to trade that. You might want to trade it like take partials along the way. You don't want to carry it that long. Take partials along the way is always a good idea, but I'm just showing you indicators here, not going into detail how you trade. So that's quite a good one. Another one, another one you could use is EMA. So EMA, this one's quite a good one, 20, 50, 100, and 200, so all 4 in 1. So basically that's uptrending, and you see basically the moving average almost acts as your dynamic support. See, look how this is the 50. The orange one's the 50. The 50 tends to hold price up quite well, so keep buy at the 50 apart from a bearish market. But if it goes to 200, buy it, because if it goes below, if a price drops below 200, then it turns bearish. So that's quite a nice indicator as well. And just to finish off on a few more. So let's switch this off. So we got volume, of course, is a good one. Just you should always have volume on no matter what you trade, because that's important. Just volume, and these are the volume bars on the bottom. When volume comes in, if you have good volume, it's very good to take the trade. A few other ones, you got support resistance. So here you type in support resistance. If you don't want to, dynamic, right? If you don't want to draw your support and resistance, you type that in. It does it for you. So that's a support resistance, right? So the indicator does it for you. You can change it a little bit if you want. I won't bother showing you how to. You just go here, go to here. If you don't want dashed, you can change it to dot, and it looks maybe better. It's up to you. Close that. So yeah. So these are some really solid indicators. And just to finish off, I want to show you a couple of really good ones. One is for the S&P 500, and it's called, if we go to here, US 500, CFD, so this one here, let's just say this one here, US 500, right? One of them is called SPX channel. Right, if you type that, Nico's FPX dynamic channels, again, it's not a popular indicator, but I find it really good. Basically just have a look. I won't go into detail because I have to finish this video in less than 2 minutes, and there's another two I want to show you. So look, this is basically the blue one tends to hold price above it. If it's during a bull market, if it falls below it, then it's bearishness. This gives you an idea what to expect, maybe bearish or bullishness in the market. Watch my other videos, which I go into more detail about how to use this indicator. So I'll take that off, and then if you got Bitcoin, if you go to Bitcoin here, Bitcoin USD, just use that. So this is Bitcoin. So another couple of good ones is the logarithmic. So it's called the BTC logarithmic. BTC logarithmic growth curve zones. That's quite a good one. That gives you sort of your automatic Fibonacci levels almost. So take that, check that out. And also the pi cycle top is a good one. Pi cycle top indicator for Bitcoin here. right? So that one basically tells you when the Bitcoins has reached the top of the bull run. And I know it says that right now, but I think we might get a double bull run right now. But if you look into the past, every time it's hit if the two cross and then the orange line, dash lines come up, it's the top and it drops from there, it goes into bearishness. But I still think we're going to get a second round of Bitcoin bull run later this year, not yet. So these are some really, really good indicators for you guys to check out. There's more out there, but I don't want to make this video too long. So these are some of the really, really good ones, I think, which you guys can just take a look, explore some of the indicators. Just if you have some time, just there's so many hundreds, even thousands of indicators on TradingView for free. So check it out. Thank you guys. Happy trading, and subscribe if you haven't already to the channel.